Hey guys, Robbie here at RV Sales of Oregon. I typically don't get really excited about trailers, but this is got to be one of the best ones, or at least to loved ones, who I'd recommend the most if you're looking for a smaller trailer. This is a 2016 Arctic Fox, made by Northwood, arguably one of the best manufacturers right now for towables. It is a 22G is the model, so you're 22 feet. Really lightweight for what it is. I think you're about 4,900 pounds dry, but you're still a dual axle, and it opens up really nicely. You get a ton of good room in there. Anyway, let's just start looking at stuff. You see you have the nice big power awning up top. You have a nice LED light there. Some outside speakers right on either side of that window. You do have a tempered glass, like weathered window. And then let's see if they call it a 4 Seasons package. So it's the air conditioning unit, it's the full underbelly. It has an R19 rated ceiling insulation, and then it's a high density foam, vacuum sealed high density foam in the walls. So really well insulated rig. If you don't know a lot about Arctic Fox, that's kind of one of their claims to fame, so look them up, but this one does have that package on it. Some newer tires on here. These are less than a year old, so nothing to worry about there. They're going to last you for a decade or so, depending on where you are. Let's see. In the back we have some good storage, access to our low point drains, and just some plumbing there, but mostly just to be used for storage. Around the back, we don't have too much to look at, but we have our full-size spare tire on the bumper, and we have our water heater here. That is a 10-gallon water heater, gas and electric. We have an outdoor shower, and we have our tank flush. That's for cleaning your black tank out when you're done using it. Keep any residual smells out of there. Coming down to this side, this is your dump station. That's why you have a light so darn low. It wouldn't make a lot of sense or anything else, but for a dump station, it's good to have that light. The more you can see, the better. Furnace exhaust and your refrigerator exhaust. While we're on this side, I'll say just look down it and see how straight this thing is. Something that Arctic Fox does, they use high quality materials. You don't see a lot of delamination on these things. Now it's possible, I guess, on any rig, but if they're built right and they take care in production, they tend to not ever get that. And the Arctic Fox, I would say, is one of the best about it. So, I mean, even your decals are in perfect shape. Up top here, this is the vent for our hood fan above the stove. That's what that is. And then 30 amp power hookups there. Fresh water fill and city water fill are right there, easy to get to. And then we have our storage there. Good pass-through storage all the way through. It might seem silly, but I always like pointing it out. The magnetic latches are the best. Normally when you're loading stuff up, your hands are full, so it's nice to not have to need both hands to latch something. I know it's minor, but it makes a big difference to me. The front, we have this nice fiberglass cap. It is it's a heavy duty one. I mean, again, Arctic Fox uses good quality stuff, and then they even like rhino lined it, or I don't know what they call it, but I know it is a rhino liner. Sprayed this, so you're not going to get a bunch of rock chips. You can power wash it if there's a bunch of bugs on it, if you're going through the desert or anything, but just stand the test of time a lot longer. You have the nice accent lights there, or docking lights, whatever you want to call them. 2 7-gallon propane tanks, a powered tongue with a nice little light on it as well. 7-pin hookups, and you are set up for, you see right there, the weight distribution set. So all you need is the receiver for that thing, and if you're towing it with, say, you know, a lighter duty vehicle, that's going to help you out a lot. Shoot, even if you're using a 1-ton dually, it makes things feel a little bit better back there, so you might as well have that set up. And then back behind that propane tank, we have 2 deep cycle batteries. On the roof, something you can't see, you do have a small maintaining solar panel there. I believe it's about 50 watt, and that's going to keep your batteries healthy for a lot longer. It's also nice, you're never completely dead in the water. You know, if you did leave something on overnight and you wake up and it's dead, if it's a sunny day, give it an hour or two, you'll have some power again. But yeah, let's check this puppy out. I personally love this layout, but to each their own. Got the Arctic Fox mat. So a nice big open space, again with 22 feet of coach. I think that's the right choice instead of partitioning it off. But you get this queen size bed here, good storage on both sides and up above. You have access to that pass-through storage that we looked at from the outside from right here. So if you have any goodies that you need to get to, you get to them right there. I think that's really handy. And then nice little nightstands. You do have power outlets on both sides, so if you know, one of you, both of you needs to run a CPAP machine or whatever you might need, you don't have to fight over a side of the bed. You both have that. Underneath this platform, we get some good storage. Wonderful spot for blankets, pillows, whatever those bigger items might be that you just don't want floating around in the house. In our kitchen, we have some extra counter space there, double bin sink. But yeah, plenty of working space here. Lots of good storage in here as well. Down below, I mean, again, you gotta remember you're 22 feet. All the things you get in this is stuff you see in 26, 28 footers. But good storage up above. We have regular microwave oven here, 3-burner stove by Atwood. Nice little spot for keeping your knives right there. You have the day and night shades throughout this rig. Pardon me. Do you? You have these kind of accordion shades throughout the rig. And then you have your regular conventional oven here. Looks to be about a 17, 18-inch conventional oven. Our bed here, or excuse me, our dinette here makes down into a bed. Ends up being a pretty good sized one. My wingspan's about 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". So, you know, a good sized person like myself, or if you want to call me that, a decently height-sized person can fit on that comfortably. And then you do get some storage underneath that dinette as well. Here's the controls for it's a DVD player, it's your radio, it's your stereo, it's everything like that. That will hook up to the TV and play DVDs and everything. It's surround sound for that TV, it's Bluetooth. So your entertainment system is right here. Up above it is your regulator for the solar charger. I know this amp power really well. It's up to 30 amps. So if you were wanting to tack onto that system, you could do quite a bit to add on. Right now, I mean, it's the first sunny day we've had in weeks, and it's already at a full charge. So the maintainer's working fine, but if you wanted to go extra solar, that's an option for you with that regulator without having to buy anything besides the panels. Obviously TV, this thing is on a mount. It's all locked in there. It swivels a good amount. It'll swivel pretty much all the way out. You can't watch it when you're on the toilet, but pretty darn close. And then you have your TV hookups, satellite hookups, and there is a 12 volt there thing if you wanted to convert this to 12 volt TV. That way you don't need hookups to have your TV on. So just something to think about. Here, I'll let you check out the bathroom first, so we're not both trying to stand in there. But I love those rear baths. I always feel like they give you more room. They feel more private, not being right in the middle of the rig. You get a good sized shower. You don't have to give a lot up to save on space at the same time. I got to point it out, porcelain toilet. You know, it might seem silly, but with how light they try and make these trailers, they trade off a lot of things, and sometimes it's stuff like a plastic toilet, and I don't know about you, but I just cannot stand plastic toilets. Off to the right of the commode here, you have this nice big storage. Would be a great place for keeping, you know, your bigger clothing items. I know in a house you normally keep them by your bed, but in a rig like this, you know, this might be where you're doing a lot of your changing anyway. That's where your shower is, so good place to keep some of the bigger jackets, things like that. And then just, yep, I gotta do it. I gotta get in the shower and show you the size. So we're gonna have to just peek over here, and I'll just say hi and get on out. Hi there. I fit. There's a nice skylight. I can see myself, and I can move my arms up and down. That's it. Cool. You know how I fit now. About 6'2", so it'd make it work. Your fridge here is a two-way fridge by Northwood. It's gas and electric, so propane and electric. It has the auto switch, so when you're running on propane on your way to the park, when you get there, you plug in, it'll switch right over to electric. These things are great. They keep them cool. They barely use any propane. I wouldn't want anything besides one of these or a Dometic in a rig that was mine. So a good thing there. And yeah, good speakers throughout. Again, I think I told you all about the insulation. It's a 15,000 BTU AC unit. And if there's any specific details I didn't mention, please just reach out to me. I try not to make these videos too cumbersome and long. But again, it's 2016 Arctic Fox 22G. Beautiful rig, beautifully built. Arctic Fox is keeping it up. I mean, they're doing a good job. They always have, and I hope they continue to. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If I did leave anything out, please, my email, cell phone will pop up on the screen, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. But y'all have a great day. Thanks for checking out the video.